When you play the Game of Thrones,
Subscribe and like.
you die. There is no middle ground.
Welcome back to the Grease Goblins YouTube channel. Today's video, I wanted to talk about Varys. Now, there's a couple reasons I wanted to talk about Varys. As I've been going through my reread, as I did my Arya, like the real version from the books, I wanted to talk about Varys because when you think about the character of Varys in the show, in my opinion, Varys is very much like a good guy by the end of the show. And yes, you might be thinking, well, Varys' fate is because he betrays Daenerys, but because of the way they did the Daenerys storyline, Varys is completely right. Daenerys turns, evil for whatever you want to say, however poorly that was handled. That's the way the show does it. So Varys' death in a lot of ways is like, oh yeah, Daenerys is killing somebody because he's going against her when she really is the person that's going mad or whatever. So the show in a lot of ways made Varys a good guy. Like he doesn't really have any of these morally questionable acts that he has in the books. His motivations are kind of all over the place. Like, yes, he does start out in the show very much like the books, right? He's kind of playing with both Ned Stark's side, the Lannister side. He wants to, again, have a war, but he also wants that to wait a while until Daenerys is ready. So he starts out like he is in the books, where he is somebody that's preaching, oh, he's for the realm and he's for the people, but his actions dictate the opposite. Whereas in the show, they kind of boil it down to, yeah, he is somebody that is seeming to be for the people, for the realm. He is somebody that is willing to betray Daenerys because he sees her as somebody that isn't a good ruler and somebody that isn't for the people necessarily. She's becoming this person that is kind of mad. Whereas the books, that is very much the opposite of what we're being told. Varys' actions are very counterproductive. Some of the things we really don't see with Varys in the show is that Varys very much had a heavy influence into why I believe the Mad King Aerys became the Mad King. He is somebody that was informing on every single person. That even starts to kind of go to Tyrion's head when you think about it in A Clash of Kings. Varys is telling Tyrion all about the people that are doing these treasons. There seems to be everyone, even people that are just murmuring about things with no actions. It's something that Tyrion even thinks about in A Clash of Kings that could be something that you could see why somebody would become very paranoid, right? Because all of your secrets to anyone is coming out from Varys. And so I think Varys, in a lot of ways, is somebody that, like a lot of people in A Song of Ice and Fire, is working for his own interests, is working for his own personal agendas, right? He isn't somebody that's for the people. If he was somebody that was for the people, would he have informed on Rhaegar and his plans at Harrenhal? And that is what allowed Aerys to then go to Harrenhal, stopping Rhaegar from kind of calling this great council that probably would have seen Aerys off the throne. Why would he do that, right? Aerys was obviously becoming somebody that was mad. He was somebody that was not a good king anymore, but Varys held a lot of influence because of Aerys. And so Aerys being taken on the throne likely also would have meant Varys probably would have lost a lot of his influence and power. I think Rhaegar would have seen the idea that Varys is a lot of the reasons why a ruler could go mad because of the paranoia that Varys causes. And so Varys, informs on Rhaegar, and that leads to a lot of different things. Now, Rhaegar made his own decisions and caused a lot of bad things. I won't put it all on Varys, but Varys wasn't necessarily the best guy either. And so the Targaryen dynasty comes down. We then are led to believe that Varys is acting in the Targaryen restoration because Robert is not a good king, and neither will Joffrey after him, or all that stuff. But in reality, if you think about it, Varys was undermining Robert the entire time, but Robert's reign was a very, peaceful one outside of the Greyjoy stuff. But for the most part, people were living well under Robert's reign. Now, the crown itself wasn't doing that great. Robert himself was not a good king, and he, plotted the seeds for the wars to come. But Varys didn't help any of those things. And even Varys, when you continue into the normal story, he only really helps Tyrion because he has this personal vendetta against Stannis because of Melisandre. So, okay, that isn't really something that's like for the realm. Stannis is somebody that could have unified the realm more so than someone like, say, Joffrey at the time of the breakout of the War of the Five Kings, or even Renly, right? Varys, staying and protecting, Joffrey or trying to serve under Tyrion is because that's his position. That's where his power is. And so I look at a lot of this and I go, okay, let's then skip to A Dance with Dragons. And Even Varys, in his own words, says that Kevin is doing a great job and is going to unify the realm if someone does not act. That is literally going against everything Varys tells to people like Ned Stark in the Black Cells, and his whole rationale that, oh, he's doing everything for the realm and for the people. Taking out Kevin Lannister is just signifying more war. So it seems to be this deeper thing of Varys wants young Griff on the throne. For what reason? And the reason seems to be that Varys and Illyrio have helped craft this perfect prince that's going to become king, and that's going to be the savior of the realm, and that's for the best for the people in the long run. I think many people, myself included, doubt this quite a lot. There has to be something that's more personal than that because Varys has had every opportunity for there to be a peaceful realm and he has acted against those things. Right? Tommen marrying Marjorie with Kevin overlooking it would have been a very good realm, given if the realm could heal, if all the rebellion could be put down, which could likely happen, the realm would have been in a good spot. But yet, no, let's have Young Griff invade with the Golden Company, sparking even more warfare, and eventually Daenerys is going to come over as well, which is going to maybe cause a conflict between both Young Griff and Daenerys. And so you look at Varys as this character that hides under this idea of being for the people. He's kind of the opposite of Littlefinger, where Littlefinger, quite point blank, is somebody that is self serving. He doesn't necessarily hide that at all, right? He just kind of hides behind this idea that, well, he's just a small guy, right? How much can he really hurt you, right? Varys kind of plays the opposite. A lot of people already have this idea that Varys is somebody that is this person that knows everything, right? He has people watching everyone. He's in the walls, but he hides behind doing all these things for the realm when in reality it's more self-serving in that idea. And that's why I do find Varys and Littlefinger's relationship kind of fascinating because they're kind of two ends of the same because they're almost two sides of the same coin. But let me know what you guys think about Varys, and what do you guys think about how the show changed Varys? In a lot of ways, Varys is viewed more, I would say, as a good guy, especially once he gets to Daenerys' camp, than he ever was like a morally complex or bad guy in the end. But thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.